Welcome viewers to the Saturday, February 1st edition of 284 News. I am Jaka Wooding, bringing you our top stories from this week. Thank you so much for joining us. 5 British Virgin Islanders are among 1.4 million non-citizens in the United States who have received final orders of removal, according to the latest report from the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Kamal Haynes has the details.
These 5 British Virgin Islanders are set to be deported back to the territory as part of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement measures under the administration of U.S. President Donald Trump. ICE's annual report published on December 19, 2024 also revealed that between 2019 and 2024, 18 persons from the BVI were deported back to the territory. The BVI is not alone in the trend. Other Caribbean nations are also seeing nationals targeted for removal, with significant numbers listed in ICE's non-detained docket. Countries such as Cuba with over 42,000, Jamaica with over 5,000, Haiti more than 32,000, and the Dominican Republic with over 12,000 have thousands of individuals facing deportation, while countries such as Guyana with over 1,200, Trinidad and Tobago over 1,100, Bahamas more than 400, and St. Lucia in excess of 200 have hundreds set to be deported. Fewer cases were confirmed for islands and territories like Antigua and Barbados, Bermuda, Dominica, Guadeloupe, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the Turks and Caicos Islands. The non-detained docket includes individuals who have been issued final removal orders but are not held in detention facilities. Instead, they are required to check in with immigration authorities periodically while awaiting deportation or the resolution of their cases. I cited various reasons why removals may be delayed, including legal appeals, claims for asylum or protection under international law, and lack of cooperation from foreign governments in accepting deportees. Despite these challenges, the U.S. government maintains that all countries must accept the return of their nationals who have been deemed ineligible to remain in the United States. Failure to cooperate with deportation efforts could result in nations being classified as uncooperative or at risk of non-compliance, with potential diplomatic and political consequences. Currently, 15 countries, including Cuba, China, and Venezuela, are classified as uncooperative, while 11 others, including Jamaica and St. Lucia, are considered at risk of non-compliance. While the specific circumstances of the 5 BVI nationals awaiting deportation remain undisclosed, the ICE report highlights the continued impact of U.S. immigration enforcement on the region. The British Virgin Islands government has yet to issue a statement on how it plans to address the return of these individuals to the territory. Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
Meanwhile, Honorable Myron WALWYN, Honorable Melvin Turnbull, and Honorable Stacey Mather have announced the formation of a new alliance within His Majesty's loyal opposition. The revelation came during an impromptu press conference on Thursday, signaling a potential shift in the opposition structure.
If we did what we are doing now earlier, we would have contested the election as one unit, and many of our colleagues on both opposition parties who offered themselves up for election would have been serving in the House of Assembly today. We cannot allow history to repeat itself again. It has now been 6 years since the opposition parties have been divided, and I wholeheartedly believe that there has not been enough done to bring the various factions together. We talk, and no action ever commences. This is why I am pleased to announce that Honorable Melvin Miss Turnbull, Honorable Stacey Mather, and I are in the early stages of forming an alliance that is grounded in unity and a commitment to serving the people of the Virgin Islands with integrity and purpose, while addressing the urgent need for effective leadership that prioritizes the well-being of all Virgin Islanders.
Despite the formation of this alliance, at-large Representative Honorable Ronnie Skelton will remain in his role as leader of the opposition. It has not yet been revealed whether he or other members of the opposition will be joining the alliance. WALWYN said that the move signals the biggest step and most progress that the opposition has collectively made to unite for the betterment of the BVI.
We have spoken to the leaders of both parties, Honorable Skelton and Honorable Penn, and they are aware of the plans that we are taking to move the Virgin Islands forward through this alliance. And while they may not be with us here right now, we know that they are of the view that we need to pull the parties together, even though there might be varying positions on how this should be done. Despite this, Honorable Turnbull, Honorable Mehta and I have an obligation to our constituents who have been saying that there needs to be an unification of our efforts. And we have decided at this level to begin the process, and we encourage other members of the opposition to join us.
Honorable Turnbull noted that the alliance is not just about the upcoming general election. He said it is about setting a foundation for proactive and progressive governance.
It is not about holding on to power, political gain. It's about service, about humility, about unity. It's about ensuring that the Virgin Islands receive leadership so that it is ensuring that the Virgin Islands receive leadership that it so desperately deserves. According to Mark 3:25, it reminds us that a house divided amongst itself cannot stand, and we have witnessed it. This alliance is built on shared vision for the people of the future of this territory. Together, Honorable WALWYN, Honorable Mehta and I believe in the values that truly matter: social equity, economic diversification, inclusivity, integrity, community engagement, empowerment, and education. These are not just words. They are the principles we fight for every single day on behalf of all Virgin Islands and people of the territory.
Meanwhile, Honorable Stacey Mehta noted that the alliance fosters a much stronger opposition, which would better serve residents of the territory.
We remain steadfast that education remains the cornerstone of our progress. It empowers us to learn from past lessons and guide our youth, who are the voices of our communities today. The voices of our youth are crucial, now more than ever. They must be guided by those who have learned valuable lessons and are committed to their development. We believe in open dialogue with like-minded individuals to develop and implement policies that advance our education and social systems. This includes focusing on various learning needs and making education more accessible and relevant to our economy.
The implications of this new alliance for the balance of power in the opposition and its overall impact on governance in the British Virgin Islands remains to be seen. And viewers, with that, we take a quick word from our sponsors. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman by yours truly, Ron Grant, presents Season 7. Introducing Travi Rose, Creative Director. Alex Lake, Businessman. Sean Black, Cinematographer. Dakari Wheatley Adams, Content Creator. Donandre Millwood, Educator and Musician. Hashim Dream, Entertainer. James Todman Sr., Contractor. Dr. Albert Tompkins, Psychotherapist. Walter Barrett, Author. Rakim Todman, Producer and Engineer. Kamal Letson, Photographer. Roosevelt Smith III, Sales Manager and Hospitality Professional. Leland Abraham, IT Technician and Cybersecurity Analyst. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman Season 7, coming January 29th at 8 p.m. exclusively on 284 Media. Get ready to reason, reflect, and redefine yourself through the stories of real-life heroes. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman Season 7, Raising a Generation of Greatness. Voted Top 35 Gentleman Podcast Worldwide by FeedSpot and BI Icon Award winner.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. With the recent rise in gun-related crimes in the territory, questions have surfaced about the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force's ability to handle the escalating situation and whether external assistance from the United Kingdom may be necessary. During a recent press conference, Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley acknowledged the seriousness of the crime wave and highlighted the support provided by the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office and His Excellency Governor Daniel Pruce.
The governor and the FCDO have been very generous in being able to offer resources to be able to confront the challenge that we're facing. We do have a upsurge in some areas of crime. Last year we had 4 murders, which is down about maybe 2 or 3 persons from the previous years. Every life loss is a life too much. So we want to bring murders down to 0. But we have some upsurgence in some areas of crime. And the police has a strategy to be able to deal with those. They've identified some of the groups which are responsible for those areas of crime. The governor, I don't want to preempt him, but he's also going to be providing resources from the United Kingdom to be able to support the work of the Virgin Islands, which we appreciate.
When asked whether the assistance included specialists on gun crime, Premier Wheatley assured the public that a thorough analysis had been conducted to determine the best approach to addressing the current challenges.
I'm not sure of the specific specialists, but of course, the governor and his national security advisors have analyzed some of the areas of where there's needed support in the police force, and they've gotten some resources to deal with that. I should say to you as well, we also have the law enforcement review coming out that identifies specific areas that we need to strengthen. So all of that's a part of the process to try to see how we can address some of the deficiencies and challenges we face.
Dr. Wheatley also expressed his condolences to the family of Quinton Noel, the territory's first murder victim of 2025. Addressing the broader crime issue, the Premier assured residents that legislators and law enforcement officials are working diligently to combat crime and implement effective strategies to keep the territory safe.
I want to offer condolences to the family of the young man that lost his life, the first murder that we had in 2025. Not a good way to start the year. And of course, there have been other incidents of gunfire in certain areas. And I met with the National Security Council yesterday, as I do every week, received updates from the acting police commissioner. And of course, we continue to strategize on ways in which we can confront this challenge in the community of crime. And that includes strengthening our legislation, as we recently did in the House of Assembly with the Police Amendment Act and also the Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Bill. And we will continue to strengthen legislation along with many other strategies to confront the challenge of crime.
Premier Wheatley further emphasized the critical role the community plays in tackling crime, urging residents to speak up if they have information regarding criminal activities. Meanwhile, Miss British Virgin Islands 2024-2025, Adacia Adonis, has released the second edition of her official newsletter, offering readers a glimpse into her journey of service, empowerment, and cultural celebration. In this latest issue, Adonis recounts her recent experiences, from walking in solidarity with the CIBC Breast Cancer Awareness Walk to championing women's empowerment at the Know Your Worth workshop in observance of Domestic Violence Awareness Month. The newsletter also highlights her admiration for trailblazers, including Justice Dame Janice Pereira, whom she honored at the Radiant Daughter Youth Brunch, and her support for the arts at the To It For Excellence Film Festival, where she presented prestigious awards. Literary enrichment also takes center stage as Adonis reflects on her participation in the BVI Literary Festival, sharing in profound discussions and celebrating the power of storytelling. In the spirit of the holiday season, the newsletter details her involvement in charitable activities such as the ATU General Trust Holiday Grocery Giveaway, which provided food to over 500 families. Additionally, her Christmas card decoration competition encouraged young artists across the territory to showcase their creativity. The full document is available on toitformedia.com. Meanwhile, renowned Virgin Islands creative director and stylist Travis Walters, also known as Travi Rosé, recently spoke about his journey in his professional career as he is now making significant waves on the international scene. Walters' comments came during his feature on the first episode of Season 7 of The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, featuring To It For Media's Ron Grant.
So I feel like creatively, I've always been into it. A lot of people know me from doing music. I May Never Find, that song plays every weekend. So I've heard. And it started as wanting to be an artist at first. But then slowly over time, I realized that the long studio sessions, writing the songs just wasn't really my thing. It was more so the creative aspect of it, the wardrobe, the hair, the makeup, all the things that bring the performance and that artist to life. So when I went to Georgia for school, because I decided I didn't want to do music anymore, I was introduced to the term creative director, which I did not know existed before. I didn't even know what a stylist was. You know, I just thought dressing my friends every weekend was just something that you did. I didn't know you could get paid for it, you know? So, yeah, I moved to Georgia, was doing school, and while I was doing school, I ran into some people by way of like a social club and was introduced to those two terms, and I fell in love instantly.
Walters spoke directly to VI dreamers and encouraged up-and-coming creatives to never allow small island mentalities to limit their potential. Instead, he advised them to dream big.
So the first thing I would definitely say, because you just said the word, never make it about money, ever. Anything creative, never make it about money. It's not a 9-to-5. It's something that you are put on this earth to do, if you feel it in your spirit, right? So back to what I said before, put God first in everything that you do and let the chips fall where they may. Follow his steps, and it may not, you might be in that season or in a specific season where it doesn't look like what you imagined or what you hoped for, but things come full circle. And the dots do align. I feel like you asked me this question maybe like 5 years ago, I wouldn't have the same confidence in myself or in my abilities or even in the things that I'm doing right now, right? But over time, I've just learned to trust him and just follow where his footsteps go, and it just leads you to really great places.
As someone who has a heavy influence on various social media platforms, Walters spoke on the importance and impact of social media on young professionals and the need to keep that separate from reality.
I've worked with a lot of influencers, and it's no disrespect or shade to the influencers at all, but their life is just not what it's cracked up to be. They're human just like all of us, right? And social media has just glorified their life in a way that dehumanizes them.
Yes.
And it's not fair to them either, right? But at least they're getting the perks. The people on the receiving or the watching end or behind the screen, you're wasting your life looking at somebody who is living their life, right? And I don't feel like that's fair. You should tap into what is important to you. Now, am I against social media? Not at all. I need it to do what I need to do.
Of course.
Right? You use it as a tool to get where it is that you want to be. But you have to also make sure that your real life, you're happy in your real life, you know? And a lot of people I've witnessed and I've realized they're not happy in their real life. But on social media, you think that they are. So yeah, it's just my hope. That's something that I definitely, it hurts me.
He also spoke about his desire to contribute significantly towards the creative cultural fabric of the Virgin Islands community in helping to mold and create opportunities for other creatives like himself. To catch the full interview and other episodes from Season 7 of this show, visit all 284 Media platforms. And viewers, with that, we take a quick word from our sponsors. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of Pop the Balloon or Find the Connection. Let's meet our first contender, ladies. Okay, Joey, so do you have any toxic traits?
I'm very restrictive. I don't give more time. What you get is what you get. I don't like to give unlimited time. That's it.
Okay, can you tell us why you popped your balloon?
That's a little too restricted for me.
Thank you for coming. Okay, ladies, so let's meet our second contender.
Sorry, excuse me. Why did you pop a balloon? I could give you minutes, data, unlimited call, overseas call, fiber. What else you need?
My friend used to date you. You are scam. She used to pay for everything and more. Nothing to offer.
Okay, ladies, let's welcome our last contender. You look nice. Can you tell us your name?
Thank you. My name is Christian Charles Thomas. They call me C Sweetie.
What do you have to offer these ladies?
Well, security, trust, unlimited time, and I'm pretty fast.
Okay, so do you have any deal breakers?
Nah, but here's my number. 444-4444. Y tú, vida ilimitada.
Okay, guys, so no pop balloons.
For a fast, reliable, and secure connection for your personal or business life, call us at 444-4444 or visit any of our CCT stores and we'll get you connected with the perfect match for you.
Just give me my service. Yeah. Just give me my service. Just give me my service.
Make the switch to CCT and get connected today. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Visit any CCT store or call us at 444-4444. CCT, Life Unlimited.
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. The Elmore Stout High School recently conducted an exhibition presented by Creative Waves BVI, providing an avenue to display the talents of budding artists attending the institution. Arts teacher Davina Basilo Pereira guided 284 Media through the event.
I am Miss Basilio. I'm an art teacher of Elmore Stout High School, the visual art departments, and I am one of the curators of Fragments of Reality. When I first had the idea of having an art exhibition, it was because we have the needs of have a show for the 12th grader students that they are going to do CXC this year, and they need to display their work as part of their portfolio to present for their exam. And I was looking around to find a place to display my students' work. So I tried to find people to help me. And I got the help from Creative Wave. Sophia Stanton helped me a lot to go around, and she was the one who found this place. She helped us a lot with the setting up of the exhibition. So when we find this place, it was really big for just my students. So in that moment, I decided to bring together the whole visual art departments. First, thinking in the 12th grader for the CXC exam, but the space still been really big. So we join all together. We bring all the students' art from our department, and it's how you can see this amazing exhibition. We got first as a sponsor Creative Wave. It's our biggest sponsor for this exhibition. Then we have a sponsorship from Marine Max Images. We have a sponsorship from Mr. Nice Guy. All of them help in an important way to get this exhibition done. And from the public, we have a great feedback. They can help us sending messages about how they find the exhibition, if they like it, what they like, and that will encourage the students. Because if you see around, you don't see a lot of art in the country. There is a gallery where you can go and see the art of local artists that are creating a lot of stuff every day. So the kids don't see themselves making a life as an artist. We want to do more exhibitions in the future. This one, I think, is set up a good step, a good beginning for us. I think we can get more help, more support from other entities, so we can repeat this amazing exhibition again.
Meanwhile, BVI athletes showcased exceptional performances on both local and international stages last weekend, with three athletes securing spots in the 2025 CARIFTA Games and others breaking records at the collegiate level. More in this report.
Saviana Joseph, Neil Gillings, and Kijana Corwood became the first athletes from Team British Virgin Islands to qualify for the highly anticipated 2025 CARIFTA Games set for April in Trinidad and Tobago. Joseph, the 2022 CARIFTA Under-17 gold medalist, achieved her qualification at the Rad Sports College Invitational in Florida on Friday. She delivered an impressive 12.11 meter throw in the shot put to clinch first place. On the local front, during the Dag Samuels Development Meet number 2 on Saturday, Gillings earned his spot with a stellar performance in the under-17 100-meter race, clocking 11.17 seconds to surpass the qualification standard. McCallwood followed suit, achieving a qualifying mark of 37.08 meters in the discus event. BVI athletes competing at the collegiate level also delivered outstanding results, setting records and personal bests. Kimberly Smith, representing Eastern Washington University, made headlines at the Lauren McCloskey Memorial Open with a 6.25 meter jump in the long jump event. Her performance secured the top spot, set a new school record, and marked a personal best. At the Rad Sports College Invitational and Multi-Event, Jordan Thomas of St. Thomas University won her heats in the 200 meters and 60 meter prelims. She clocked 25.38 seconds in the 200 meters and 7.66 seconds in the 60 meter prelims. In the men's 300 meter dash, Adriano Gums placed first in heat 3 and 4th overall in the finals with a time of 34.80 seconds also at that event. At a Hilltop Invitational, Tyrese James, representing North Iowa Area Community College, placed second in the finals of the 60 meters, running 6.85 seconds. And meanwhile, Bruce Huggins of Mount Mercy University finished 6th in the same event, clocking 7.14 seconds. Reported for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
And viewers, that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us on our website, 284media.com, for daily news updates, as well as our WhatsApp channel, and on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. I'm Jacko Whitting, and I'm hoping you have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Welcome to February. Goodbye.